How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, guys? It's Danny K right back again with another video. Let's go. Let's get it. We're going to talk about active self-protection is why you need the body game. Active self-protection. Body protection is why you need the body game. I posted a video yesterday of me boxing. You're going to see probably the link right here, somewhere right here, of me, shadow boxing or whatnot. And one of my friends was talking to him. He's like, why are you doing this for? Why And I'm like, you need to have an active self-protection life. You need to be very mindful, especially nowadays. And I'm gonna give the reason why. The crime rate and deprivation are rising. Crime rates are rising, and deprivation, the lack of even for people to feel their basic necessities are rising today. One, the stimulus money is dried up. Two, people are not working. Not everybody, most people are not working. Three, we have a society where a lot of people, they're dependent on the government, or they're not skilled. They're not educated. If they're educated, this is not going to get them a job. So this creates a bubbling effect of anger and hunger. I like to call it. I always like to say the streets are hungry. I'll make a video about that. So the streets are hungry. So you should know there's crime rates. People who are deprived of basic necessities, they are hungry. Their stomach is growling and they want your food. So the first one, number one reason, people want what you got. People want what you have. So I would say the best self-protection is to be cautious. That's the best thing, to be aware of your surroundings. Not being aware of what's going on, not looking around. Anybody you see, they might look good, but you don't know. Be very watchful. Because the streets are hungry and they want to eat your food. So you got to be very watchful, very careful. And that's just being active. You're being very active. You're being proactive, not reactive. You're being very proactive. You're seeing the threat. You're seeing what might happen before it even happens. So you could eliminate the threat or get away from that situation before it happens. I'm in Chicago right now. I was driving in a place and I'm at the gas station. Also Walmart. There's two situations. But the gas station was not that bad. The gas station one, I was like, okay, that was clear. I was pumping my gas, looking around for anything that's going to happen. Being very active. And I already had a escape plan. If anything happens, I'll put it around, put the gas out, go, I'm going to drive off. But in the Walmart, I'm shopping, doing shopping for sweater for work or whatnot. And it's like five men, in a group just yelling loud, belligerent. And I seen them a while back. And, one of them was just looked at me. And I'm just like, this will go south. I could tell just by the manner they're going about it, how they're acting. They're part of the deprivation society. They're part of it might be jumping to conclusions, but they might be part of the crime rate society. So I seen this, and I said, yes, okay, I'm going to walk the opposite direction. I'm going to walk over here to avoid any conflict. So I was being very active of what's happening. Very active. So I want you, this is a man's child, but even woman, if you're a woman watching this, just know the active self-protection is to be smart and cognizant of what's going on in your environment, to be smart and cognizant of what's happening. If you're female and you're going to go to the garage late at night, you should be cognizant that, okay, yeah, I don't care what anybody tells you, like, oh, women seem as better. You got to be cognizant that you're in a man's world, and it's dangerous out here. There's a video that Album Preach made of this lady, a hobo went up to like, give me your purse. She said no. She did like self-defense class. She said no. She was feeling very tough. The hobo, boom, and beat her. Face fractured and everything. A hobo who probably haven't eaten in a week or two. Because she was not cognizant of the fact. She was not cognizant, okay, what's the next step I should move? Oh, this guy's coming up to me. Let me scan. Let me walk this way, because you never know. She didn't do that. She was like, I'm tough, I'm rough, and I'm about that. And the hobo said, I got nothing to lose. And that's the thing about the crime rate and deprivation. The crime rate society and the deprivation. People who are in that state of deprivation, they have nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose. When you hungry, when you starving, and you know you might die, you have a couple days, you have nothing to lose. You're willing to take penitentiary chances, which I don't agree with, but you're willing to take penitentiary chances to fulfill that hunger. That's why I would say active self-protection. That's why you need the body game. I didn't even go to the body game yet. I'm just showing how to have active self-protection. How to have active self-protection. I grew up in the hood. You start learning these things very early. Okay, let me see what's happening. Let me see what's going. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get away from that situation. Oh, I'm gonna get away from that. Because you know, it just be a big guy. You're in the mix. You're in the mix. So just know this. Just be very cognizant of it. People are hungry. The streets is hungry. So the crime rates are going to increase. The people who are deprived of basic necessities are going to increase. So that will just lead to a hunger. That will lead to, I say hunger, that means that will just lead to people wanting to do it by any means necessary. So just be self-aware of your surroundings. Be self-aware of what's happening. On the news ago, another one, a lady, she was working in a furniture store, a young lady. A man just came there and stabbed her to death. Stabbed her to death. He was crazy, but he stabbed her to death, man. So when you're in this world, when you just going about your daily life, be very active. Don't be passive about whatever happens. No, be very active. I don't care who you are. Be very active. Be very cognizant of what's going on. Be very cognizant. All right, we're going to go to number 2, and this is why you need the body game. Now, this is the body game. The first part was to tell you, and this is something that I'm saying, which is to tell you, you need to be very careful. Now, the second part, people will commit assaults just because. That's why you need to work on the body game. That's why I was working on the boxing techniques and whatnot. Because people will just commit this vitriol and the anger and the angst that people have for society and they have for themselves. They hate themselves and they hate anybody else that looks like they're doing something with their life or looks like they got something to lose. They just hate that. So they're willing to commit assaults. They're willing to commit battery. They're willing to commit just degeneracy. For no reason. For no reason. So they'll come and punch you in the face. They'll come and if you're with the young lady, they're gonna come and start picking on the young lady because they just because they don't have, it's different than number one. Number one, they're hungry. They're gonna take your car and sell it. They're gonna take your food. They're gonna take your money. They're gonna rob you, and they're gonna have that so they can eat. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I'm just saying the reason behind it. They're gaining something from it. The second one is the worst of all. They're gaining nothing from it. They're gaining nothing from it. So if you are very aware of what's going on, but someone just comes running up to you, and you can see they're up to no good, and they're trying to, you have to be ready. Especially as a man, you gotta be ready. My sister, I need to get her, I was talking to her, I need to get a pepper spray or something, or a taser. Preferably a gun, but I'm like, because in this generation, what's happening right now where people are hungry, some people can't even pay their rent. Some people just mad at themselves, mad at the world. They're willing just to commit assaults just because. And they don't do this for people who like to have their body game right. I promise you that. I promise you that. Me, when I was 210, 220, I don't know, I was 230. When I was 230, around 230, 240, look, I was not chiseled, but I was just meaty. People will really think twice about starting with you. When I was doing security and bouncing, people would think very twice about, I don't think I want to start with this guy. That's why you need the body game. That's why you need the body game. If you have a family, you need the body game. Because somebody might try to do something and you got to be gas station ready. You at the gas station and somebody just comes trying to assault you. You got to be gas station, ATM ready. And you don't have to know a whole bunch. I always say this. If you look menacing, you might not even be the most menacing. But if you just look menacing, the percentage of people that will try you will decrease. The percentage of people that will really want to step to you will decrease. Now, if someone wants to step to you, that's why you need to work on the body. That's why you need to work on a little bit of boxing techniques, a little bit of self-defense techniques. of how to be. That's why you need to be self-aware first. But then if anything happens, I know what to do. I know I could do this. I know I could do that. Not only to protect yourself, but to protect your family, to protect people that you're with. So I want you guys to really do this. And that's active self-protection. Active self-protection is why you need the body game. Once you're cognizant, you're active about what's going on, but you put in a situation where you might need to throw them hands. You might need to protect yourself and your family, protect yours and what's yours. I said protect yours and what's yours. To protect what's yours, you need to work on the body. You need to work on your fitness. You need to work on having at least a little. But me, I'm not a good boxer. My hands are a little bit slow. But I was like, okay, my hands are a little bit slow, but I got a little bit of mass on me, so I could get really gully with it. But that's the last resort. That's last resort. If somebody's pressing you, don't be over here trying to be a hero. But if somebody's trying to assault you, you gotta protect yourself and protect what's yours. And if you have a family, you gotta protect what's yours. And knowing some type of self-defense, especially as a man, because if I hate to say this, and I tell my sisters this all the time, and the females I know, I'm like, a man who's 250, a big man, you could think you know all the personal self-defense. Once he grabs you, and he could just grab. I seen it happen. I used to do a little bit of taekwondo before I got busy. I seen this happen. So especially as you're a man, you got to get a little bit physical. You gotta get a little bit, because this is a dangerous world, and people gonna take yours. People gonna try to take what's yours. People might try to assault your family. People might try to assault your people in your group, and you gotta be able to be ready. Gotta be ready for all the smoke. You can't be ready for all the smoke when you're fat. You don't even know how to throw a jab. You just fat and sloppy. Or even if you're skinny, you're very skinny. You got no muscle mass on you, so somebody can just throw you away like a twig. At least if you're fat, I could just fall. But that's why you need the body game. I want you guys to work out. Do your push-ups, do your squats, do your burpees, do your lunges, do your workouts, lift some weights. And do a little bit of boxing. Just search up on YouTube. Search up on YouTube how to throw a jab. Just throw one good jab. A lot of people don't know how to throw a punch. Just learn how to throw one good punch. Learn how to throw one good punch. That's what I'm doing right now. Just learn how to throw one good punch. Twisting, the momentum throw. Just practice that. When you warming up, instead of getting on a treadmill, just warm up. Warm up throwing the jab. Warm up throwing your jabs. Warm up practice self-defense. Warm up self-awareness. Just those little things will add up. Those little things will give you the tenacity, give you that mentality of, if anything happens, I'm ready for it. And that's a different type of mindset. You just over there like, if anything happens, if somebody tries to touch my family, if someone tries to do this and this, I'm ready. I'm gas station ready. Because the majority of the American population are fat. They won't do nothing. But most of the time we see somebody who's committing crime and they deprive, they tend to be a little, they're hungry. They tend to be a little bit more, as though they tend to be a little bit more rough. They'll get giddy. So you gotta be able to combat that. You gotta be able to get right. So do your push-ups, do your squats, do your sit-ups, do something. Do something. If you're a gym, me, I don't have time to go to the gym, or boxing gym to really work on my hands. So I gotta do what I gotta do at home. Good thing I got into some scuffles. I got into some fighting is nothing new to me. I'm not like this big guy, I fight, but doing security, doing bouncing, you get into some tussles. So I know a little bit of what to do. I'm like, okay, if I don't have hands, I got some bounty on me. I can slam them. I could do something. So comment down below. If you're a person watching this, comment down below. Are you being active in self-protection? Are you working on the body game? Are you working on the body game? Because even if you might not know how to throw a punch, you might not know how to throw a jab, but if you look like it, people are not really going to test you. So that just mitigates everything. But now when you know how to do that, you're ready for you know the amount of confidence. One of my friends is a boxer. He's confident. He's confident. I don't like it. Sometimes he's a little too confident. He's a little too confident. He get flipped off the mouth. I'm like, yo, I know in the ring you throw some punches in, but don't best believe I'll grab you and we'll get to wrestling. Something that you're not very good at. So, guys, gentlemen and ladies, get ready. Be prepared. Ladies, get yourself a taser, pepper spray. Be very cognizant of the fact Be very cognizant. And men, you too, be very cognizant of what's going on. People want to eat your food. If you're a person that's doing something with your life, people will see that, and people will be jealous of that. People will try to assault you just because they see you doing good. So be very aware. Get ready, get giddy. If you're a man and you know you probably don't got hands, get yourself like a cane or a stick or a bat. One of my managers, he has a bat in his truck. You know, so get yourself something for protection. Because it's about to get cold out here, and the streets is hungry. The streets is hungry, and they're looking to eat. So watch yourself. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. This is Danny K. Ending the video. Click the link down below. We have the Alpha Strong ebook out. Teaches you why you as a man need to be strong. Why people despise and hate weak men. People, most of the time, people focus on, oh, wow, women did it. People in general, people don't respect a weak man. In general, that's just the truth of the matter. If you're a weak man, you have to put a lot of mental and equity in the game. You got to put a lot of mental equity in the game. Extreme benefits to other people. But even look at Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is ripped now. Jeff Bezos has some muscle on him now. There's a reason for that. People, it's just, that's how human beings are wired. So click the link down below. It comes with free workout program, free affirmations. Check that out, guys. Check that out. The discount is not there no more. Follow me on Instagram, Masculine Alpha Club. Masculine Alpha Club. You're gonna see the link down below. Check the ebook. Follow me on Instagram. A lot of gems, a lot of things have been posted on there to help you become a better person. It's Danny K. Comment, like, subscribe. This is a little bit of a longer video. I sometimes do this long videos, but this is supposed to be a 10-minute video, but it's stretched out. Hopefully you guys got the point. Danny K out.